Welcome guys to this price action masterclass where today I'll be explaining all the technical concepts that are prevalent in the market such as double bottom, star patterns, trap trading and many more, including exactly where to buy and sell. I'm going to teach you all of this with multiple examples. We will be using charts from Forex, international markets and American markets. But this concept can also be applied in the Indian market. All the time frames will remain the same. However, if you are doing swing trading, then where I mentioned 4 hours, you will adjust it to 1 day. That's it. You can apply this to the Indian market and it applies to Forex, gold, everything. So I'll tell you about this video. This is a very important clip from my paid course. It's part of a paid course, but now I've changed the course a bit. I've released a course called Data Science in Trading. So this clip is now free and I'm telling you, I'm very happy to share this clip because you're going to get a high level piece of content. So take your time to watch it and don't rush. If you write it down, make notes, it will be better for you, it will be useful. Literally, you are getting a paid course here on YouTube for free. So let's start the video. Watch the whole video, then I'll talk to you.
You know, those assets that are available 24 hours a day, they are truly quite different. For this, we should consider 15 minutes as the standard. If you shift to 5 minutes, that's called scalping. Intraday trading is for the 15-minute chart. We can say that 5 minutes will be scalping on the 5-minute time frame, okay? And if you want to take swing trades, then entry can be on the 1 hour or 30-minute time frame. Though, our swing trades will be in motion. All right. Now, for our analysis, as we typically approach swing trading, moving from the top down, that is a top-down approach, what should be the very first time frame that we need to consider? If we are going to be doing swing trading, then the 4-hour chart is what we need, okay? Specifically, we should be utilizing the 4-hour time frame here. And this particular 4-hour time frame is incredibly important for us. The 4-hour time frame is one of the most important time frames that people observe, whether it's for Bitcoin, Forex, or gold. This 4-hour chart helps us identify and establish crucial levels. So first, we need to open a higher time frame, and from this higher time frame, we need to understand what exactly. Do we need to understand trends? No, we don't need to understand any trend. We don't need to hold for that long from a higher time frame. Just go to the higher time frame and bring back the important levels. If you bring those levels, that's the most valuable thing for the 4-hour. Don't look for chart patterns on the 4 hours. Because even if one is forming, it's forming slowly, that right here, a breakout occurred, a pole and flag pattern is forming, and the market has broken out. The market here broke a pole and flag pattern, man. So this target that was achieved, how much time did it actually take for this target to be hit? For this target to be hit, it took 6 whole days, didn't it? Will you really hold your position for 6 days? 6 days? Well, that's fine. You'll hold for 6 days. If you're thinking of closing your position in just 1 or 2 days, or even in 2 or 3 hours. If it needs to be cut in 1.5, 2 days, then in this time frame, don't look at anything else. Just the level here, don't look. Not chart patterns, not trend, not market structure. You need to create important levels here, nothing else. All right. So now let me open up my watch list for you. Now, where exactly is this watch list? You'll need to set up a Forex watch list. There are so many Forex watch lists out there. You have your DXY dollar. This is the dollar's logo. DSY can also be traded if we wish through X. DSY indicates the dollar. It shows the dollar's strength. I've opened USD. And what I can see right now is that the important levels here have been broken. Like for instance, it was broken here and then again here and here and here. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll put it into replay mode. I'll just come over to this point. All right, I'll come here. If I come to this point and then I draw all the important levels, the market is right here. So in the 4-hour time frame, what exactly can I draw? I can draw a support level right here. I can draw a resistance level right here, you see? Correct. All right, this is exactly what we should be doing. What else should we do after this? Nothing more. We need to shift our current time frame to a much smaller one now. If I move to the 1-hour chart, what kind of trade am I actually planning? I am planning. What am I planning? I'm planning a swing trade. And if I'm going to execute on this, then will I be doing a swing trade or an intraday trade? If I'm going to execute on this, then yes, I'll be doing a swing trade. Okay, so now that we've arrived at the main time frame, what all can we observe? Can we perhaps take a look at some chart patterns? Yes, exactly. We can certainly study some chart patterns. We can definitely analyze some of those things. What's the proper term for them? You can draw trend lines. You can see wave numbers 1, 2, 3. Let's go. So the trend line is clearly visible to us right here, indicating a good market setup. This is the first touch, second touch, third touch. Okay. Okay. So a breakout has occurred here. Would you prefer to take this kind of breakout? In swing trading, should we really prefer retests? As I taught you about swings, in swing trading, you should always prefer retests. In swing trading, you can directly take a reversal, but you must avoid breakouts. Instead of just a breakout, prefer a breakout and retest. A trap is fine. A reversal is also fine. So I'll paste. So we'll just wait for the retest to happen. And what will the market do once it comes back here to retest that level? Will it fail the retest, creating a trap instead? Has it failed the retest and created a trap? Is this a good entry candle? If you can see over here, all right, there is also a trend line. Let's draw one more level. This one looks like a head and shoulder. A double top is also visible. On a larger level and on a smaller level, a head and shoulder is also visible. Do you see a double top over here? On the larger time frame, on the smaller time frame, do you see a head and shoulders pattern? Are you able to identify the resistance level that is visible on the higher time frame? Is this line a very important one, wouldn't you say? And is this truly a critical supply zone? Okay, and I made a minor one. Now, if we assume an entry is made. Okay. I should definitely make my entry. There's a really excellent breakout on this particular candle. This is a very good candle. If I place a stop loss here, how many pips is that? Okay, it's a swing trade. If it's a swing trade, then okay, brother, I can keep such a large stop loss in a swing trade. If my target is big, then if my target is here, if my target is here, if my target is logical, how far do I need to go? My target can be achieved up to this point. My target can be achieved up to this point. So let's just see if the risk-reward ratio is actually matching up or not. If the risk-reward is indeed matching our criteria, then we can definitely consider taking this trade. The target that we're looking at is coming in at 845 pips. Can you manage to take a stop loss of 80 pips? You can choose to take it or you'll have to let it go. What's the very best thing that we can do here? Let's shift ourselves to the 15-minute time frame. Let's try an even smaller time frame now. Let's see if we can find a better stop loss point. I can't find a better stop loss that up. Oh no, this candle is still so huge. And now when we get a really big candle, what's the proper way to set a stop loss? Like, can anyone tell me what is the best way to keep a stop loss if the candle is very big? Hit at the halfway point, this was cut exactly at the halfway point, and this one was also cut right at the halfway point. You should place your stop loss just a little before that halfway point. Again, set your stop loss just a bit before the halfway mark. Our entry point was precisely here. We placed it just before the halfway mark and then set our target. That's correct. The risk-reward ratio is quite good. You know where this particular level is coming from, don't you? This level, it actually came into existence right from this very spot. Starting from here, this specific level will become quite easily apparent on the one-time frame. However, I have already demonstrated that to you. That's all for now. Why is it going to waste? Because that's not its proper time. I mean, if you observe, it must be nighttime. Look, it's 2 o'clock at night, then it's 10 o'clock, then it's 11 o'clock, and then it's noon. Evening came, then night fell. It gave us a target of 150 in 2 days because we had done the analysis on a slightly larger time frame. So, they showed you a trading example. No, all right. Now, it doesn't mean you always have to stick to the 1-hour chart, but sometimes you'll have to shift to the 15-minute chart. Now, let's open up something else, something new. Let's say I'll open the 4-hour time frame once more. Yes, the 4-hour time frame is what I'll open. USD CAD. All right, it's USD CAD. Okay, now here as well, we need to establish an important level. So the important level for this area is appearing now. This is a very important level. Is this extremely dangerous supply zone blocking the path?
Right? Okay, and we can see this is also another level. This is where the market usually reverses. All right, that's done. Has my task been completed? The one I came here to accomplish. Has my task been completed? The one I came here to do from a larger time frame, from the 4-hour chart? Or can I still do something more? Tell me, is there still more left to do, like drawing levels, trend lines, or horizontal lines?
Do you think we could draw another level right here, which would then become a demand zone, obviously, if the market were to come back? All right, I think I've done a pretty decent job here. Is there anything else that needs to be done? Okay, trade. So what trend are you seeing?
So currently, what kind of trend are you observing at this very moment? Is it showing an upward trend? All right, it's an uptrend. Yes, it definitely is an uptrend. However, you should have really looked at it on the 4-hour time frame. Why are you looking then? What did I teach you about the really big time frames, like the 4-hour one? What was this given for? It's only given to you to find the levels. Look now, a level is forming here and it's forming here too. What's the point of this level? When the price is all the way here, what good is this level to me? I can just draw one right here as well. What kind of trend line am I going to draw? A trend line will form like this. It's not a big deal. So tell me, will this trend line be useful? Is there any trade coming for us right now? Pause. This drawing, it's just a drawing to show off your expertise. But an expert is someone who does simple things. Pause. Don't draw anything unnecessary just to impress. Don't follow any useless trends because the price is here and it will take time for it to reach. Pause. The summit team, PT, Dante T, what should be my next step? Oh, what's my next step going to be? All right. After these 4 hours, what time frame should I be shifting to? I should shift to the 1-hour time frame. Now, on the 1-hour chart, what all should I be looking at? Look at the trend, or look at what they call your market structure. Look at anything, look at the pattern, no problem, right? I don't see any pattern right now. All right, let's get started now. Let's create, come on. What am I even talking about? Now, as a trader, I'm going to tell you something extremely important. Make sure you write this down in your notebook. You need to write it down. This is a very, very important secret of trading. If you truly want to become successful in trading, then you absolutely need to create a compelling story for every single trade you make, even if that story you don't know if it's correct or not. But as a trader, you need to have your own narrative. What exactly is he doing? Even if this your story, your friend's story is completely different. To hell with your friend. You must follow your own trading story. Because if you cannot stick to your own narrative, you simply cannot trade effectively. This story isn't about trying to predict the future. It's about creating a clear plan, observing how things are unfolding. For example, how is it unfolding? The market has just given a full bullish breakout. It has broken an important level. So it's currently in a strong position. But basically, it has already given a breakout. Is it in a push phase or a pull phase? It is in a push phase. We know we will buy in the push phase. We're going to set a big target here. We'll establish a target. The market will reverse its course. It's going to escalate. We really should know this. Look, I'm definitely not buying this. Even though the market is going up, I could potentially short the market when it eventually becomes number 2. But if I were to sell it right here, it would be quite risky. This is much better. I'm entering the market right here. If I spot an evening star or a double top pattern anywhere around here and the market gives a closing below this specific level just once, then can we consider initiating a sell position right here? And then perhaps we could attempt to buy it back again. We could look to exit the trade somewhere within this particular area. We can book our profits or targets at some point around here and then plan for another potential buy entry. What's the tide rationale for this? Now, if it does this, it's fine. If not, we'll just leave it. If you open 5 stocks, 5 Forex pairs, gold and silver, and then you hold them. 3 of them have no narrative. 2 of them do. Suppose there's a complete narrative, a target and a stop loss. You will still be able to make money? So, keep your expectations quite low. I'll work on 5. Let's say 2 or 3 will develop a story. 1 or 2 will hit their target. 1 or 2 will work out. As a trader, we need to build this kind of narrative.
You need to be concerned about this. Look, I can show you anything by taking you back into the past. I can immediately show you the past right here, right now. See, if I take you back into the past, this particular trick is quite simple. Look, this specific one, it's very, very easy. I mean, it's a good trade over here, you know? Do we know what this is for the market? What is important? Right now, it's resistance, okay? With this breakout that we are seeing, is the market making a higher low here? High, low, it's forming a higher low, it's creating higher lows. Tell me, folks, is this happening or not? It's clearly indicating higher low, equal high, higher low, equal high, higher low, higher high. It has successfully established it. It has taken a pullback. Breakout quality, it's all here. It has that breakout quality. It truly has everything inside. Remember the breakout quality. The market tested that level. Its rally will begin from this point only. The market will take a pullback. Even if the market breaks out directly, it will still take a pullback afterwards. So particularly if you observe, trades have already occurred. It's easy to show that, but I'll demonstrate it for you right now. Let me do that just once. This is the beautiful candle, a beautiful candle breakout right here. We can enter right here because the market has taken a pullback just before a potential breakout. It has tested this level multiple times. So this would be our target in this trade. So I've created this story. If it breaks out, I will buy. This is how we need to keep creating a clear trading story every single time. All right, so let's do one thing. I'll personally take action right here. What am I doing here? I have marked all the necessary levels. Yes, I've gone ahead and marked the levels. Now I'm going to mark that particular point here, and at this exact location, I'm setting an alert. Okay, this is where it will be located. I will then right click. I will add an alert for the USD CAD currency pair at 4-hour resistance or 4-hour supply zone. All right, the forasata spot, Idashas versus Aditashisha. The 4-hour resistance is about to be triggered now. When it gets triggered, this right here is my confirmation candle. I'm pulling this down a little bit because it's already touching. And once it's triggered, I'll come here and do this. I'll short below this level. Confirmed. This is the confirmation for me, short below this. If I were to place it now, it would trigger. I'm not going to place it just yet. I'll place my order later once this level is touched, because after it's touched, it will close. I'll select it because this also appeared in the 4-hour time frame. So you're seeing an important level here. What are you learning from this? You're learning that I only respect the levels from the larger time frame. I don't even care about the levels from smaller time frames. Do you see this point? Isn't it? This is a crucial lesson. The levels I'm talking about, I'm not creating them on small time frames. Look, people end up losing money. Over trading happens when they take too many trades because they draw so many levels on 5-minute and 15-minute charts. I sometimes consider even the 1-hour levels. I do take those 1-hour levels into account, but the 4-hour levels, they are truly outstanding. From there, you can consider the market to be in a push-pull phase. It had previously broken out from those points. Takes a pullback. Your target is achieved. Then my support and your target when it comes down to it. That's how it operates. So you need to work on this level. If we work on these levels, then it will be ours. All right, so I've already created one. Now let's open more. Let's open the gold. Which time frame do we need to open for gold now? We'll have to open the 4-hour one. All right, first the 4-hour one. Okay, so once we open the 4-hour time frame, gold is currently multi-decade. I'm just pulling up the weekly time frame for gold for you. Sorry. In the weekly time frame, you should observe gold. See how gold is performing at the breakout that has occurred just in the very recent past. What gold has done in just the last 2 months, a 63 that figure. It's such a gold performance. You rarely see it. I mean, in 2009, gold did something like this once during the COVID period. Gold, does this kind of thing sometimes. If you look, gold has given such a breakout before. It took a pullback. It was somewhat stable. It then moved normally. There was a breakout after Corona, another pullback. So obviously we cannot really know what to expect. When the market was here, we couldn't short it right at this point. The market went even higher. We couldn't short it here. It went up further. When the market came down quite a bit, then went back up. If we had sold here, we would have hit our target. Okay, then if we sold at this level, we would meet the target. So what do you need to understand? It's not easy to buy. It's not easy to sell. You need to create a compelling story. That's what you truly need. You need to understand that the trend is definitely upward. It could rise at any given moment. You either get a chance to buy on a dip or it might fall back down to give a retest. It's quite simple, all right? The strategy is straightforward. Either buy on a dip or sell after it retests. Only these two scenarios are truly applicable to this particular situation. Okay, so what's the first plan? Buy on dip. Let's create levels for the dip. Where are the important levels visible? Mark those levels to buy on the dip. So currently, I see the market repeatedly touching this level and getting a good bounce. It's currently taking support. So this is a really excellent dip level. I'm drawing this line up to where the wick extends. All right. So this is my deep level. Okay. What is my resistance level? We're seeing an important resistance level right here. Okay. So I've made my move. Now I can't do anything else. What's the point of drawing a trend line? If the red line is broken, I'm absolutely not going to sell, sir. I'll be gone in an hour. So I'm observing that it's currently trading right within the marketing zone. It's moving in a rather sideways fashion. Okay then, now if it comes up higher, should I be looking to sell? What exactly was our original strategy? Was it to buy on the dip or to sell on the retest?
So I'll just ask you a simple question.
Should we sell here? If the market falls from this point or forms a double top, we must sell. No, because the plan is only to sell, retest, and buy on the dip. So, brother, I won't do anything there because we'll see what it does. What will it do? It'll follow the trend. It'll act like that. People will sell. Look, a big green candle, sell hit. This is exactly what's happening. If you try to short a double top anywhere at any time, it simply will not work ever anywhere. Why, sir? Would a head and shoulders pattern not work? It's clearly forming right at the top. It's forming at the top, but there's a phenomenon called a trend that sometimes grips its speed with such incredible strength. Look at the trend, see how strong it is. You should avoid it until a retest. So, we should not be taking trace of this particular type. However, if it performs a certain action like this and then comes all the way here, giving us a clear indication, then it should definitely be a buy. So, this is my story. My first and most important condition is that I will only consider making a purchase when the price of gold comes back down to the $2,320.232 level. So, $2,320 to $2,330. This particular level is a really good buying area for gold. I will definitely consider buying it if it comes down to 2320 and then forms a green candle. Okay? And what if this scenario doesn't happen? When the market comes, it wreaks havoc. It just shatters everything. It drops so significantly. We're going to sell it here? We won't. What we'll do is, we'll take this zone. Then what will we do? We'll take this zone. Then we'll create a zone like this here and change its color. Because now it has become a supply zone. And then we'll wait. If the market comes, it will either fall from here, or it will fall from here, or it will fall from here, or it will fall from here. If it falls under any of these conditions, then I can sell right here. This is my plan number 2. Done. Guys, is that clear? And suppose it doesn't do that. Suppose you've planned it this way. It comes and forms a green candle, a super green candle, a super green candle. It forms. So, will this be a buy on dip play? Again, story number 3 is also ready. Story number 1, buy on dip. For number 2, sell retest. And story number 3, fake out. The market might create a trap by going down. So I only have 3 plans, just 3 scenarios. Regarding gold, there will be a 4th option. So what am I supposed to do then? I don't have anything to do. All right. So let me tell you this. Technical psychology also plays a very significant role. You get scared, you take quick trades, you enter too fast. All these are problems and I will solve them for you later. But the most important thing, I can believe what students lack, what most people lack, it's a technical training. They think I know about candles. They think I know everything. But I know nothing about your situation because you don't plan things this way. Until your story level is building 2 to 3 stories, there's no point. I mean, do nothing or first stop reversal area. Yes, we should do absolutely nothing. That's when our own story will truly emerge. Each time, the story will be completely different. Okay. Let's just open up the crude oil chart for a moment. Crude oil.
We are opening a position for crude oil.
Which time frame am I going to open? I'm going to open the 4-hour time frame. Now I can see crude oil. All right, crude oil. Look closely. Look. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, what do you see there? Do you see a good trend? Okay. In your opinion, this trend, after experiencing a significant downtrend, has somehow managed to find a really good upward momentum. We've got an uptrend now, and it appears to be taking a pullback. Okay, fine. Let it happen. Let it take that pullback. Let it pull back. We've done our work in 4 hours. No need to overthink things. Just set the levels, guys. Set the levels and move forward. Set the levels and keep moving ahead. The next level is coming up right here. This is an important level that has been formed. The second important level is exactly where the market is currently moving around. Where is it moving around? Right here, when the market came to this point, then after that, this 85 level support is a really important level. You know, why is it such an important level? It has taken support, and after breaking it, it has also taken resistance. Okay, I've marked it. I've also marked the important level above. I've made it up top too. I'm making it below. I think it's meant to be built from below. I made it. It did break out at this level in the weekly candle also. No, the weekly candle also seems to have closed here for me. I see Monday's trading day in between for the market here. So I'll draw a level here. I will make it here. So I'm going to go ahead and establish another level right here. You can clearly see that this particular wick has also touched this exact spot. All right, guys. So what's the next step then? I created these 4 levels by going to which time frame? The 4-hour one. So you're getting very high quality levels. You won't have to search for them in 15 minutes nor in 5 minutes, and there'll be no over trading. Our trading will only happen when these 4 levels. Okay, now we'll do this. When we shift from the 1 hour to the 15-minute time frame, we'll draw boxes near these levels. We'll make boxes right around the levels. All right, okay. What we can understand now by looking at it is that the market is at a high. The market has broken through. The market is taking a pullback. Okay, the middle line is useless because the market has already done its job there. So it lost its value. It's lost its value. Good. Let's just delete it because the market has already processed its value. Now I have a support level here, another support level is here, and a level is here. Okay, now let's do something. From here, let's try to create something. Let's try to find something on the 1 time frame. What does it look like to all of you? Just by looking at it once, does anyone see anything specific? What I'm seeing is that the market here is currently in a phase of consolidation. Can we confidently say that the market has now reached a significant consolidation level, especially if I were to draw a box around this area? All right. And anyway, you're well aware that a war is currently underway. Whenever such conflicts begin, this specific asset typically experiences a very significant move. But it's not doing that right now, so it's bound to happen soon. Whatever the decision ends up being, it will turn out well. I've just found my levels. That's all I needed. I drew a line from here. Then, from one point, I drew another line here. Okay. So what we're looking at here is simply a sideways market. Now, if the market were to break out to the upside, I'll execute my first trade. All right. It's going to trade on the upside. I'll initiate my first trade with half of my quantity because with this momentum, it can give a very significant target. I'll make my second trade if it provides a retest as part of a 2-trade strategy. My initial entry will be right here. I'll make my second entry right here. If it starts selling, I'll sell it off right here. And if it comes back for a retest, I'll place my first lot here. I'll place my second lot here. And my target will be right here. This is my plan specifically for crude oil. If, for example, I took the first trade and it immediately hit my stop loss, let's assume then I'd only lose half because I'm only going to enter the second trade. My capital, when it reaches this point, I'm essentially missing out completely. But if it directly hits the target, I'm not missing out entirely. At least some profit was generated, and if it retested, double profit was achieved. If it sold, then half the profit was made. So in this manner, I need to plan my trade ideas now. Now, how was I able to accomplish this before you? How was I able to do all this? I could do it because you see, they could even create a single Bitcoin for you. They also open Bitcoin accounts. Let's also move to Bitcoin's 4-hour chart and understand its technical levels. Excellent. Bitcoin has arrived at some really good technical levels. It's an amazing technical level right here for the market. It has never given a closing below 61,000. Since the months of February and March, Bitcoin hasn't closed below that point. Below what level? 60,000, below 61,000, okay? Yes, below a 61,000. Let me just make it a bit more accurate. So that's 61 altogether. the 61,000 level is the final boundary, and which is a very good buy on dip. Okay, and the time frame is 4 hours. The market here is showing us that the lower high is getting hit. There's significant selling supply here. The market has good supply and it's hitting resistance light. But obviously, if you wanted to sell, you should have done it here. What's the point of selling now? Like on a larger time frame, I came and marked out the levels. You make levels on a larger time frame, then what do you shift to? To the right one.
Okay, that's really nice. Nice, absolutely great. We can clearly observe a downtrend right here. Yes, we can definitely identify a downtrend. The market is certainly operating within a downtrend. That's correct. And the market here is also actively forming lower highs. It's consistently establishing this market pattern. It's forming a sort of lower high pattern, you see. Now, if I consider the very first point of contact, you can clearly observe it's touching right here on the chart. Then it's making contact once more right over here. And it's also touching again right at this spot. Okay, let's just take a moment to really examine this. All right, so the crucial question now is, should you sell? It's advisable to sell if the level breaks. I can do it on a very small time frame. What I'm saying is we can, because when we go to the 15-minute chart, right? Look at the 15-minute, you'll see in the 15-minute what happens if it breaks, right? If it even has to trick us, right? If this level breaks, then definitely a lot of selling pressure will come. An intraday trader, especially the 15-minute one, might cut losses and run. But if you say that you will hold, then it's not a good opportunity. A good opportunity is only when it is coming back and giving. So this would be selling for a swing trader. If you're looking to hold for a long time, then note, there's a key support level. It could break because the market has tested it multiple times. If it breaks, then in trade on a smaller time frame, meaning create a small target. Now, don't create a big target, create a small target and cut and run. And if, let's say, we get a breakout here with a green candle, let's say we get a really good breakout here with a green candle. The market breaks this level, it breaks this level. I'm shifting to the 1 hour chart now. If the market, let's say it manages to make a really good breakout here, a very strong breakout, this could be a significant opportunity. I'm going to remove this trend line. This trend line is confusing us. Horizontal lines are much better than trend lines. Let's work on horizontal lines. Horizontal lines are definitely better. All right, understood. An important point, if the market forms a strong green candle right here, then can we proceed based on the fact that this is a very important support area? See, confirmation will certainly be needed for a sell trade, but do we really need confirmation for a buy? Because we're already seeing a reversal, aren't we? The market reverses from here. Look at that reversal. It truly reversed. It can directly reverse, So when we're discussing breakouts, is it essentially a reversal trade or a breakout trade? Is this particular situation a reversal trade or a breakout trade? If a green buy signal appeared, then if a buy signal came through, is that considered a reversal or a breakout? If it's a reversal, there is no test in a reversal. A breakout has a test. You remember this, right? It is put to the test during a proper breakout. So if we were to consider it here, what do we need here? A strong green candle. What you could say is that I really want a strong green candle. I need a strong green candle. And this on the 24th, I think the halving is on the 24th, isn't it? On the 24th, we have the halving. So anything could happen. That's just how it goes. The market might give a very big breakout or a downward breakout. So whatever the outcome, this is my story number 1 for Bitcoin. My story number 2 is my story number 2. I will show you my story number 2. My story number 2 is this. If I have to sell, then I will sell right here. If I have to buy, then I will buy right here. Will I do anything else apart from this? Absolutely not. I won't. This is the only way you need to do trading. There is simply no other method or approach besides this one. No, this is truly the best way for me to handle this situation. Okay, go to a bigger time frame, create your levels, then come down to a smaller time frame, create smaller levels. Look at higher highs, higher lows, find some chart patterns and look for breakouts to make trades. Look at returns, look at traps. And this is the best way to do trading. You can take a screenshot of my watch list. Okay, I'm scrolling a bit more. I'm scrolling more. I've scrolled further now. Take another screenshot. Okay.
I'm going to do it, I will buy right here. I won't do anything else. I won't do anything but this. This is the only way you need to do trading. There is no other way, absolutely none. This is truly the best method. This is how you trade. You see? Okay, go to a larger time frame, create levels, then come to a smaller time frame, create smaller levels. Higher highs, higher lows. Look, you need to find some chart patterns, and to make your trades, look for breakouts, look for retests, look for traps, and this is truly the best way to do your trading. You should take a screenshot of my personal watch list here. All right, I'm scrolling a little bit more now. I'm scrolling even further, and I've finished scrolling. Now go ahead and take one more screenshot, okay? So we won't be doing extensive trading with these. We are using these for practice and providing them for that purpose. Nobody gives such a large watch list for trading. These are purely for practice. So now add Bitcoin to this list. It has Bitcoin, gold, silver, Dow Jones, the UK market, NASDAQ, DXY, crypto, crude oil, and also strange pairs, New Zealand JPY, Switzerland JPY, Euro Switzerland. It's a mixture of everything. So this is a very good watch list. To get a good handle on this, we need to work through all of these. We will pick at least 10 different things. We'll create levels on 10 4-hour charts, and on the 1-hour chart, we'll make this. And we'll write down with a pen exactly what we'll do. If this happens, I'll do this. If that happens, I'll do that. And we'll take trades in a demo account. If it works out, it will be tomorrow or the day after. What do we need to do? You want to take a trade in your account? All right, okay. What's our plan after that? We'll mark out our levels on the 1-hour chart and then plan the actual trade on the 15-minute chart. This will be an intraday trade, naturally. Third, scalping. Let's see how to scalp. What will we do for that? I'll open something. Look, on the 15-minute time frame, it's clear the market has fallen quite a lot. It's dropped significantly, and it's in a very oversold area. I can see that. And it has just formed a double bottom. It has still formed a double bottom. So if I want to scalp, I've seen the double bottom. I've seen the double bottom. All right, so the neckline. Where exactly is this neckline on this chart? This right here, this is what I consider my neckline. Now, if we assume the market actually breaks this neckline right here at this point, then do I immediately shift my entire focus to a 5-minute time frame? Let me just quickly adjust this particular setting a little bit. If a clear breakout occurs, then do I quickly enter into one position? The other part, if hypothetically the green line breaks, can I quickly take this particular target? Can my target be 30 pips? Is that possible? Could this be a good trade for a scalper, where the scalper doesn't have to put in much effort, doesn't have to wait for too long? If the trade makes a very big move immediately, dude, not a huge target, it's a normal target. The stop loss will come a little below this level. I'm seeing the 1.22 level being hit right here. So this is my scalping trade. What's next? This will happen very quickly. If this happens, then you need to open MT5, open Access, open a demo account, and buy NZD USD. Okay, I'm giving you this in writing. So tell me quickly, what's the first trick among the 3 types of trades? Levels are set at the 4-hour time frame. What is the second one? The second is for intraday trading using the 1-hour chart. And the third one is scalping, which involves the 15-minute level plus detailed planning as well. All of this is based on the 15-minute time frame. This will all be based on candles only at 5 minutes. All right, guys, take a screenshot. I hope you had fun watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then hit the like button for this live stream. Let's aim for 10,000 likes. And let's continue this Forex course series or these Forex videos focusing on price action. Okay, now you need to see this. This is my Telegram channel. Do you know what the benefit is of coming to this channel? You will get a lot of market guidance like Indian market, gold market, crude, IBAN, and Bitcoin. Look, there are targets and there are also stop losses, but our targets, they recover our losses. And currently, we are going through a very good phase. If you want to see, go check it out. The link is provided. You can also see the entire history by going there. So guys, join this channel free of cost. Finally, I'll tell you about the Market Geniuses app. Our app has launched on the Play Store. It's just about to be on the Apple Store. So once it's complete, you all will receive membership. You'll be getting a lot more Forex trades there. To gain access, the link needs to be connected through me. You'll get the account opening link from Booming Bolaka. Let's say your account is already open. If you want to change partners and already have an account, WhatsApp your partner change number. That can also be done. At the end, I just want to say, if you truly enjoyed this video, then please do share it with that friend who is looking to do some kind of course, because this was actually a part of a paid course. What were the key takeaways or points you learned from this? Do let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in another video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.